Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Bioshock on Nyxus Gaming. Not just any episode, mind you. We might be finishing the game today. So hear me out, we are here in Point Prometheus. We have a few things to grab here before we finish up and leave. One of which is a little sister right here. So why don't we just start with this, shall we? We're a Big Daddy now. This won't be so bad. Big Daddy versus Big Daddy, right? Oh my god, we took that mine like head on and it barely did any damage to us. Do I go for it? Oh, it feels good. It feels good. That is like the most satisfying Big Daddy kill I've ever had. Now let's rescue the last little sister.
No! 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 No!
It is a wounded world, is it not?
Thank you.
How can I thank you for this kindness? I send another little one with a token of our appreciation.
Okay, so that is the last normal little sister in the game. And I know that because I just got the achievement for rescuing all the little sisters. But that means, my phrasing, that is, means that there are actually a few others in this next level. I have to figure out how to get out of here real quick. It's through here and then up this way. Yeah, so now that we're a Big Daddy, things are going to work a little differently in this next level. And I'll get into that when we get over there. But there's a couple other things we have to grab here before we go. We have to go to the Little Wonders education facility for a golden film reel. And then we have to go over there for the last audio diary. But let's grab this gift, another 200 Atom. Let's go ahead and use a first aid kit so we can grab a first aid kit. We'll take this Eve upgrade. And then, honestly, let's just grab some cheap stuff, I guess. Just round stuff out, maybe. I don't know. I don't really need or want any of this, if I'm being honest. But it'll go to show you how much stuff you can actually get in the game. I think we will still get a little more Atom, so who knows, we might be able to get it all. I have no idea. But let's see, let's do the audio diary next. Let's see, the main hall on the second floor, melt the ice, and it will be in a trash can on the right. We've actually been in here already. I guess we never grabbed it though.
Fontaine is dead. Bad for Fontaine. Good for Suchong. Play hard to get for a bit. Then Mr. Ryan get hungry for me. Tenenbaum gone, Fontaine gone. Suchong only one who know all about little sisters. Like I said, it is very good for Suchong.
Alright, so everyone's dead except for Suchong, and he feels amazing for that. But let's see. Into the Little Wonders now. Might run into a splicer or two. It's gonna be on one of the beds down in the rooms. That one right there, actually. I'm pretty sure. I remember seeing this teddy bear. I just missed the golden film reel. That is film reel 9 out of 10, so we almost have all of those. There's one more in the next level. That was our last audio diary, by the way. No more of those. I got the achievement for that. You ever see a Big Daddy squeeze through a tiny window like that? It's amazing because you see actual Big Daddies and you know their size. There's no way one can fit through there, but we just did. God, we're so noisy.
you a simple question. Are you in the...
Okay, I think we are good to move on now. You can press pause, we got the little sisters, we got the director's commentary, and of course we just got the last audio diary.
You need to bring them out of hiding and then they'll let you in the door. Go on, hit the vent with your wrench.
So the whole point to becoming a Big Daddy is that we can get a little sister attracted to us that can then open these doors for us. You see these doors have tiny little doors on them. That's for the little sisters.
Und bitte. It would mean very much to me if you will be gentle with the girls. Mein kleines Mädchen.
Be gentle with them, guys. Be gentle. Alright, so this next level, this Point Prometheus level was the last normal level in the game. We have one more level and then the final boss. This next level is going to be a little different. Of course, there are no collectibles but the director's commentary, and it's a kind of small level. That's why I'm thinking we can finish this game up today. It has a special gimmick to it involving the little sisters and you being a Big Daddy. But I don't think it'll be too difficult. We've handled everything else up to this point in the game, so...
The little ones will lead you to Fontaine,
Time to go,
but you
Mr.
must
B.
protect them.
Exactly. This is now an escort mission. And it doesn't seem all too bad at first.
Waiting for our kisses.
That's it, kid. It's been a long road. You don't even remember most of it. Put you on a sub when you were just a sprout.
Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
Is she gonna stop? Or I guess I should hurry up. This is the U-Invent machine here. We'll auto-hack that. And make some more auto-hacks. I'm actually gonna make a extra save here. That way I can come back here and finish up the inventing,
Hop, hop, Mr. B.
the inventing achievement for inventing 100 things. You can cheese that with a save apparently, so I'll just come back here and do it. We can check the map. As you can see, it's a little longer than I thought, but we'll be fine, I think. The film reel is going to be towards the end of the level, and I can't exactly remember the process of this because it looks like there's like a closed off gift shop there, and then it goes around. I don't know if these little thin bits here are parts that only a little sister can get through or what, but this area kind of circles around, it looks like. I'm assuming we're just trying to get to the exit, so who knows how this is going to play out. The gift shop is right here, right?
Don't wait for them. Slow pull.
It's like on the other side of the wall. I guess we can't get there yet. Or maybe we would just walk through here to it. Okay.
Hurry, Mr. B.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Since we're a Big Daddy now, cameras just don't care about us. I don't think cameras care about us, and I don't think enemies in general care about us. So basically, once you become a Big Daddy, you can go back to other levels in the game, and you're perfectly safe for the most part.
Hurry, Mr. B.
Unless, of course, you cause trouble on your own.
Waiting for our kisses.
But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Do I need to buy anything? Frag grenades, maybe? I mean, I'm not fighting any more Big Daddies, so I don't think I'll need frag grenades. I can use them on the final boss. That's an idea.
I can see dancing.
Okay, we got a Vita chamber. This little sister ran ahead to open the door for us. That's nice.
Hop, hop, Mr. B.
Are we already getting shot at? Oh. Did we, why is...
Hurry, hurry, Mr.
Oh my god. Oh. It's a hard life as a big daddy. She's going that way. Where are we? We're right here. It looks like we're going up to the south wing here.
Time to go,
Can I not? I can't drop down there. And this opens up. Yeah, see, enemies just don't care, so you can just walk up and club them. Okay, this is where that doesn't go any further. A few things there we can't pick up.
Time to go, Mr. B.
Where did that actually... Sorry, I'm checking the map a lot, I know. I just want to make sure I'm hitting everything. Because I don't have the map pulled up on my other screen right now.
Hurry, Mr. B.
Because there's only one collectible here.
Dancing in the sky.
I really wound you up with that wife and child bit. Oh, me poor Moira. I me wee baby Patrick.
Angels don't wait for
Maybe one day I'll get me a real family. They play well with the suckers.
So there wasn't a family in the first place. It was all a lie.
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
Remember, it's an escort mission, so, don't want a splicer attacking your little sister.
Angels are waiting for our kisses.
The angels are waiting. Let's hack some stuff as we go. Are you alive?
Hurry, Mr.
No.
B. I can see the angels dancing in the sky. Don't go.
Here, another splicer somewhere. If I can, I want to catch them early
Angels.
before they even jump at me.
Look at them. Even though they are physically freer than me together, Suchong's mental conditioning still holds them to their terrible task. Of sins such as this, they can never atone.
Mr. B. No time to waste.
I didn't realize this was where it started. But yeah, this is the thing I mentioned that
Time to go, Mr. B.
slows down the level, the new gimmick. This little sister is gonna stop
It was
to harvest bodies along the way.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting.
And again, you have to protect her. If she dies, I mean, there's no real penalty.
Hurry.
You do get another little sister after she dies,
This angel looks like
but you have to start this little event over.
Grab someone now. Makes us special.
This is a pretty simple one here. They can only come from 2 angles.
She
Luckily.
was up for the part as well. But then they found her so poor.
Oh, okay, she's
Go,
done.
Mr. B.
She's done. We can check these loot boxes now. But yeah, I believe there are 3
Hurry, Mr. B.
gathers like that.
Angels are waiting.
I don't think they're all gonna be as easy as this one, but now I realize what this corpse was for. I just thought it was a random corpse.
Hurry,
Oh
Mr.
my
B.
god.
I can see the angels.
Oh my god, that just took a chunk out of her health. Let's hack that though. I guess I shouldn't let her just walk ahead.
Hurry. Hurry,
There's
Mr. Bubbles.
another corpse there. We'll hack this turret. And hopefully this turret will hold off this direction. We can go even further and hack this one too.
Angels don't wait for slow.
That way we got this direction covered.
Watch out!
This
For
one is
certain, their harvesting will draw the attention of this splicer.
I like how she tells you that after the first gather. Yeah, I feel like those turrets are holding them off pretty well. That's like a flamethrower turret. That's pretty good. And we just gotta worry about this direction.
Angels don't wait for slowpoke.
And again, like, they aren't running for you. They don't care about you at all. They care about the little sister.
Mr. B. No time to waste.
So for the most part, they'll just ignore you and run right by. They won't even shoot at you.
Hurry, Mr. B.
Which sort of makes it even easier.
Angels are waiting for our kisses.
I don't think there's a napalm there. It's pretty straightforward too through the level. As long as you loot stuff along the way. Looks like they did destroy this turret. But as you can see, we're getting out of the south wing, going into the north wing. Then we're pretty much done.
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokes. Time to go, Mr. B.
Are you... Okay, he's gone. He just left through the fire. This was where the other one died.
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B.
Yeah, here's the other one that died right here.
Don't wait for slowpokes.
Excuse me? If you just tried shooting at my little sister... I think it tried shooting at that other turret there.
I can see the angel.
Auto-hack that. These splicers aren't even gonna get a chance to use them, but I don't want to risk it, you know? Oh, and we're moving on.
Time to go, Mr. B.
Splicers can still set off the cameras too. Excuse me?
Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
No. Can you get down from up there? She's not doing so well right now.
Don't know what I was thinking. Never spliced stuff once the whole time I was down here in this aquarium. Figured it was bad to mix business with pleasure, but forget all the nose candy and floor polish I've been wasting time with. This stuff is the mother's milk.
You guys are probably about to see what happens when you actually lose the little sister.
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
That was a close one right there. He's about to start harvesting. Oh,
Hurry! The harvesting will draw the attention of the splicers. You must protect the little ones who are not longer infused with others. They are as vulnerable as any child. If a little one falls, you can call for another at the vent. But to lose even one is a sin.
oh my fucking god, I just looked over and this little girl got gunned down. Gunned down before my eyes. That was harsh, man. Why you do that? The turret was right there too, right in front of her. Like, my god. That was just a little violent. What? Oh. I don't know why you're suddenly hostile. Maybe it's because he doesn't have a little sister and I did have one. It's probably also the game just trying to force a Big Daddy versus Big Daddy
Better
fight.
for the girls to be with you. Better with you than alone. Alone in the crawling darkness.
Obviously, you need the little sister to go past here. Probably better that I went ahead and fought that thing without the little sister here, though. Because that might have ended up bad. Just gonna do some pre-exploring here. Got an Eve hypo there. Machine gun rounds, prox mines, and grenade launcher ammo. And a first aid kit. Okay. Let's go get another little sister then, after we hack this. So all we do, we just hit another vent with our wrench and a new one crawls out. They're renewable resources. Alright. Hopefully this one won't get gunned down instantly. There's 3 ways they can approach here. I'm pretty sure this turret is going to handle anything that
Keep
direction.
an eye opening for the splicer.
We hit the jackpot.
So I just need to look left and right.
Angel looks like dancing.
That turret does still let him get pretty close. And it takes a while to actually kill him, so that turret's not very reliable.
I see Adam, Mr. B.
If anything, that turret's just a little warning system that there's an enemy around. Also, that one spider splicer did a decent chunk of damage, but it looks like she's done now. But they're not done.
The B-grade plasma. Light.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're an idiot. Okay. So that's the third and I'm pretty sure final gather. We don't even need to refill on our supplies or anything. No Eve hypos or anything. It's because we're using the wrench and we got the stuff that heals us with it. Such a nice build. I love it. Is she coming? Do I have to actually like stay near her? God, those are the worst kinds of escort missions. Go on. Go on. Well, just crawling into fire there, I see.
The men all complain about their virility.
That might be plenty for the working scrubs and the pencil pushers, but I need more. Oh, I want to splice till there ain't nothing left to splice with.
Time to go, Mr. B.
Okay, Fontaine is on a big splicing kick, I guess. We're gonna finish exploring up this small area here. We got a safe, just auto hack that with our last one. Probably don't even need any of this. Literally don't need a single thing. Another dead cat with an extreme amount of blood, I must add. Interesting.
Don't be a slowpoke.
Fontaine is nearby. You are reaching close now.
Alright, here we go.
There. You must use the needle of the little sister to drain Fontaine of his Adam. It is the only way to defeat him.
Stick it in the bad man. Where'd she leave it? Oh. Well, we'll grab that in a second. This is probably where I want to put my final save, because this is the refuel before the final boss fight room. So here's the last film reel. That should be all 10 of them. I'm disappointed that an achievement didn't pop for getting those. But what I want to do here, there should be this UN vent. We'll hack it. Actually, screw it. We'll buy this one out, because why not? Make 4 more of those. We're out of what we need to make those. That's fine. Because all we need to hack is this circus of values. We don't even really need anything from. Might as well just buy that. There's 1 extra there. We'll auto hack this. Literally don't need to buy anything from there. We got extra first aid kits on the ground that we don't need. Full on literally every ammo we can imagine here. And I want to check, did she do it yet? No, why are there 2 more? There are 2 more health and Eve upgrades, and don't worry, we will get them. Because we walk up to her and take the atom harvesting tool.
Fontaine waits above. There will be no going back from here. Make sure you are ready to face him before moving on.
She should have given us some of the atom she harvested. Pretty sure, but I guess not. I thought that was a thing. So maybe we won't get all of these. That's fine. We'll have all the health upgrades. We can go without an Eve upgrade. Okay. What I'm gonna do real quick. We're gonna save right here. And I'm going to invent all 19 of these. And actually, that just popped the achievement right there. We've invented 100 things throughout this playthrough now. So I don't even have to reload the save to reinvent all this stuff. Isn't it fun? I think we are ready to fight Fontaine. Let's operate the elevator. It's all come down to this. 21 episodes, a little shorter than some of my other main playthroughs. And by a little, I mean a lot. But I've had fun. I've had fun playing this game. Re-getting all the achievements, doing everything, doing the research for the first time.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole. But you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Oh, it's doing an autosave here right before the fight. This is going to be an interesting fight. We have the atom harvesting tool, and as you can see, he's got 4 jars of atom up there.
Go!
He's a little buffed
Go
up.
now! Hit him with the needle!
Hit him with the needle. Oh, we don't have to switch to the needle. We just run up and we drain atom. Oh, we get atom from him. Maybe that's what I was thinking. I probably should have reloaded before shooting at him. But oh well. He's pretty weak, honestly. I'm not even gonna finish that with one of those.
Good money for you.
Let's go ahead and reload. Reload as we're going to drain him. That's 2 out of 4. The shock didn't really do anything to him. He likes that move.
I got more than enough mugs to watch my back while I recharge.
Oh, he's hacked it. Thank you. Ooh, that one hurt. He's almost down. There we go.
Need a minute.
While he's doing that, we'll hack that. And drain 3 out of 4. I didn't realize there was a security alert going on. That's part of the reason we're struggling. Splicers are honestly just minor annoyances. We're out of frag grenades. Finish this with the machine gun, I guess. Unzip him? I don't know what that means. Hey, you know what? We gotta do it. We gotta do it.
You think you got a shot at this? I'm barely getting started.
We had to finish him with the wrench. We just had to, you know? And I believe that is game.
I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up and I tattooed inside your head. Now, if you don't call that family, I don't know what is. And now,
So that is the good ending for saving all the little sisters. They come and help you out in the end.
They offered you this city. And you refused it. And what did you do instead? What I've come to expect of you. You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance. A chance to learn. To find love. To live. And in the end, what was your reward? You never said. But I think I know. A family.
A very fitting ending. Very fitting. Oh great. I didn't mean to skip that, honestly. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm right here. There's a credits option on the menu. Okay, we'll just watch that. No, I went to turn the volume down on my headset, and for whatever reason, the game takes that as an input and it skipped the credits, but here we go. And there we have it. A great ending to a great game. I'm not going to show the bad ending or like the neutral ending. If you want to watch that, you can probably find it on YouTube somewhere. The good ending is good enough for me. We can go into the director's commentary. Like I said, I didn't get an achievement for it, but we do have all 10 of them, so I did get all 10 of those. I don't know what the museum is. We can pop into here real quick, see what it's all about. DLC for the game, there's not really any story-based DLC. Orphan Concepts. A guided tour of ideas that Irrational Games discarded or reworked during the making of Bioshock. Okay. Let's see, the Slow Profum was a prototype Big Daddy who had a hook and fired iron bearings. Slow projectile fucked up melee. Interesting. I mean, it looks kind of dangerous. I don't see that he attacked with a hook. Yeah, with an enormous hook. I don't see the hook on him. Maybe it didn't make it that far. This guy looks hounding. This is the early bouncer. Okay, so this is just a prototype bouncer. The drills was changed to a gloved hand so the two characters could interact. Okay, I really like these like ballistic fist bits they have here. Let's see, this is pretty big honestly, but we got extra time in the episode, so I don't see a problem going through it. Got the Gatherer. Maybe hard to imagine. Its job was to reclaim Adam from corpses, the earliest iteration of the idea behind the Little Sister. So yeah, this thing was basically super ugly and players didn't sympathize with it, so they changed it to a Little Sister. There was a dog in a wheelchair, a grotesque miniature humanoid. And finally, they came to the Little Sister. So that's an interesting bit of lore. What is this? The forest concept art. Imagined a thick forest for the purpose of oxygen exchange. This made it into Arcadia. Not exactly, but it became Arcadia. Okay. Moving on. I like all the hanging sea life if I can find this. Yeah, not much as a cut concept, but an Easter egg for museum visitors. They can be seen swimming past the view in the bathysphere, ride down to Rapture. Okay. So like all the anglers, the big whales and stuff. That's cool. Oh, this guy looks fun. Stitchy. The first splicer. He was used in early concept. It took us that long to realize he wasn't a good model. This is probably the worst abortion that Irrational has ever made. Jesus. This looks like something you'd see out of a Fallout game. Honestly. A ranged aggressor. I mean, it'd definitely throw more of a horror spin on the game if that came after you. We got an early splicer concept art when they started moving in more human-like direction. So basically, instead of this, whatever you call it, they became more human, but not quite human. They had that grotesque giant arm for a melee enemy. You have this guy, another early splicer. He's I guess he's more ranged based, but you can see it's more human-like there. Then, oh my. Yam hand. For solidifying the fiction around Adam, they experimented with the idea of it being an external injected substance. Here you can see us playing around with Adam being mechanically injected. So this splicer's got vials of it on his belt. It's created but never made it into the game. That's an interesting idea, like you had to constantly inject it to use the Atom, but instead I guess they went with Atom giving you the abilities and Eve hypos being the way you keep using them. So that definitely changed. Got another early splicer here. This is a rifleman. The melee enemies grew monstrous arms, but they had trouble conveying how someone who had spliced to become a marksman would appear. It doesn't look all too different. His neck's a little messed up, but I think that's just an artsy thing. Got an early Big Daddy concept for the Rosie, a construction worker who had been repurposed as a protector for the Gatherers. Okay. That makes more sense now why they're in the scuba suits, because they were probably doing construction like around the city, so they had to go out into the water and be able to breathe. Got another early Big Daddy one. This one says the exact same thing, so that's just a colored version of this. And we got more enemies here. This guy looks wicked. Is this a guy? Oh no, this is a female. Definitely female. Let's see, a hooker. Oh, that's... okay. Around the same time as Stitchy and the Grenadier, the Splicer was dubbed the Hooker because of her weapon of choice. It evolved into the Spider Splicer when it was decided that Splicer models could fill any behavior role, and the Hooker model later became the Baby Jane Splicer. Baby Jane Splicer? I don't recognize that at all. I don't recognize this model from anything. But that's kind of what became the Spider Splicer. I think I might prefer this one more, honestly, because it's just bigger, beefier. And I really like the head look to it. I'm guessing this is the Grenadier, right? Yeah. The Gray Elephantine Splicer was an early Grenadier, same period of development as Stitchy and Hooker. He was a guy who spliced to carry around giant grenades and throw them at you. The model was built, but never animated. This one's interesting. I would probably freak out a little bit if this guy came running into the room and started throwing grenades at me. It would add a different feel. I like this concept art here. Makes you think, like, no, this guy's not running in. He's gonna, like, slump in when you can't see him. And you might catch him slumping around like that, but then he's gonna stand up straighter and start lobbing things at you. That's an interesting idea. Let's see. Neptune's Bounty concept art. That was the third level in the game. Yeah, because it went the Welcome to Rapture, the Medical Pavilion, and then Neptune's Bounty. This was where we fought Peachy and got the research camera. Bodies floating in the ocean were cut late in development when their cast shadows proved too distracting from the action in the room. Oh yeah, I see that. They're bodies floating outside the window. Feel like that would have been cool from a horror standpoint. But this game's not all about horror, and you don't need the bodies floating around underwater to convey what this game is about, so I'm kind of glad they left that out. Let's see, what's this one? Early Environmental Study. Just a vision demo demonstrating several key elements such as the Big Daddies and Gatherers. This was before they were called Little Sisters, I guess. They were just called Gatherers. Let's see. Protector concept art. The Big Daddies, originally called Protectors, were envisioned as dive-suited construction workers retasked with the defense of Atom Gatherers. They used construction tools or improvised weapons that looked like they had been found on the sea floor. From left to right are early concepts for the melee, ranged, and slow projectile. So melee. I like the idea that they cut off his hand and threw a hook in. It just... I don't like the strings on it, or the rope, because then it would just kind of flap everywhere. Probably a good idea that they went with the drill. This is the ranged one. Probably also good that they buffed them up quite a bit, because I would not be threatened by either of these guys. This guy I might be a little bit threatened by. I don't know, he just... Maybe it's the thing on his back. Like, this guy doesn't have anything on his back. This guy has a small thing on his back, but this guy has a pretty big thing on his back, which makes him look bigger and more threatening. I don't know, but I'm assuming, yeah, all three of these say the same thing. Okay, what's next? We came from over here. Let's, work clockwise around here, I guess. No, actually, check out the pictures, then I want to check what these models are. I really like the models. Fleet Hall concept art. Early concept for Sander Cohen's Fleet Hall in Fort Frolic. Created after level building had begun. They were having difficulty conceptualizing the theater space. One of the earliest spaces built for Bioshock, and many of the assets come from that area. Many of the assets in this museum. So I'm guessing that means like the floor textures, the walls, basically everything here probably came from this concept. And I feel like that would have been an interesting layout for the theater. The theater in the game seems kind of cramped if you asked me. Not a lot going on. Well, too much going on for the space, I should say, but this seems a lot bigger and more open. Would have been interesting. Let's see what this is. Iconic Rapture Concepts. Captured all the visual elements that made Bioshock Bioshock. Large view of the ocean, the aquatic lighting scene, and the elegant Art Deco design elements. Without this image, Bioshock would have been a radically different beast. So this is kind of the image that started it all right here. That's really cool. I'm seeing a man with one arm up, his other arm's fallen down, and it looks like his arm is up here, holding on to what seems to be a globe, like, pretty sure it's Atlas in the myth, the giant who holds up the earth on his shoulders. It's a really cool concept art. Over here, we got a Big Daddy concept art, which inspired the audio log in the Big Daddy Training Grounds area about a rogue Big Daddy. Player then encountered him at the end of the level. Training Grounds area. Training Grounds. That doesn't ring a bell. Unless that was all scrapped with this idea. We got sub-bay concept art, what would later become a submarine bay, which housed an important scene for Atlas. This was obviously scrapped. Well, no, this was turned into the smuggler's hideout. So it looks different, but that would be the important scene for Atlas. They don't want to spoil it here in case you haven't played the game, I guess. So that's interesting. Let's skip past these gnarly looking dudes. See what this is. Early creature concepts. When they were still working on SWAT 4, the only concrete ideas were an undersea city and biological experimentations. So that's what early concepts focused on. This guy's some kind of like shark, octopus thing, I guess. Like obviously a sea creature hybrid. I don't even know what this thing was gonna be. Kinda gives me like rat snake vibes. Then it has fur, like I guess a rat. I don't know. Then slime from a slug, blood on inside of glass ports, tarnished brass. Early Big Daddy concept. The fourth protector concept with an organic slug attached to it. A model was started but never completed as they narrowed their focus to 3, and finally just 2 Big Daddy types, the Rosie and the Bouncer. Still like this as a protector. We started modeling, and I really pushed to get it in, even as just a static model on the floor, but it never made it. I mean, personally, I don't see what would have made this special. It looks like just a plain Big Daddy with a slug on it. So I can kind of understand why that didn't make it in the game. Let's check this guy and save that guy for last. This is a missing link model. The missing link between the grotesque early designs and the human splicers that appeared in Bioshock. This is the last bad model we did before moving on to what actually went into the shipping game. After playing with him for a while, we just said, why don't we use humans instead? I always thought of these as Scooby-Doo monsters because they were too inhuman to invoke empathy. So again, they wanted, like the little sisters, they didn't want to use those weird creatures over there. They wanted to use something more human so that the player felt more for them. And this definitely looks like a jump from some of these other models we saw over here to the more human design. It's still big like the other models. It has a few grotesque features, but it also looks more human. Now, what the hell is this thing? It has, is that like a crab pincher? Oh, that's just a giant hand. It's wearing like a scarecrow mask to cover up its face, because I'm assuming that's its face there, and it doesn't look good. What is it? The Yam Hand was a poster child of the conceptual phase that preceded the decision to go with human enemies. I'd point out the drawings behind the model. You can see the top one got built, but the other two informed the design as well. As we trended more towards humanoids, Scooby monsters got goofier and less scary. Okay. So yeah, this is another one where they decided to start going more human with it. Can I read that one? I had it for a second. Iconic Rapture Concepts. This was one of several paintings that tried to portray the most important of elements of Rapture at once. They would define the ruined underwater Art Deco aesthetic that the team was attempting to capture. Okay, that's cool. Now, is there anything else I missed? No, I don't think these are anything, no. I think that's about it for the museum here. Well, this was cool to look through, actually. I've never been in here. I don't think this was in the original Bioshock. Only in the remastered one. I might be wrong about that, but this was cool. I'm glad I went in here. What just popped? Oh, I think it was, yeah, the welcome to the museum. How do I guess I just quit to main menu? I was saying there is additional concepts, some DLC, but they are not story-based. They are challenge rooms. There's 3 of them. The first 2 are more puzzle solving and exploration. And the third one is basically like 9 waves of combat you have to go through. I am not doing those on screen or for the series at all. So if you wanted to see them, sorry. You can probably find them somewhere else on YouTube. You can definitely find them somewhere else. I'm just not too interested in them. Honestly, I'll probably play them once to get the achievements. That's about it. But yeah, I think that is going to end off the first Bioshock game. I had a lot of fun playing this. And sooner or later, I have no idea when, I'm definitely going to play the second one for YouTube. Definitely. You'll see that on the channel at some point. I don't know what I'm playing next, but it'll probably pop up on the channel here in a few days. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next big series. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.